Okay. So, this is my truth, and then you decide whatever you want to do. So, I'm not going after you. What happened is that when you were placed on the block by William, that's what I was telling you. We're not necessarily on the same page. I don't have the same targets as William, and that's because I told you. He's very emotionally attached to Kevin. I'm not saying I love William. Yes, we're a duo in the sense that I am never going to put him up, and I am never going to vote him out.
Okay.
I believe that I won't. No, I'm just kidding. I won't put him out. He is, but he's not like Emily was to you. He's just, I want to say I would rather die for him, but I don't feel like he would do the same for me. And that's the honest truth. And that's why I'm in my head, we're not really like a duo, like you or Emily, or like you or Dimitri. Or like I and Dimitri, if you get what I mean. But I love him. I love William, and I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm never going to put him up, and I'm never going to vote him out. And it would actually hurt if he were to vote me out. I would cry, legit.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah. So, when he made the noms, I got mad because we had a little fight because I didn't want you guys to be on the blog because I thought that there's a lot of other people that could have gone on the blog, and I just felt like you guys weren't my targets. And
he could have made his HOH better.
Yeah.
Like he kind of wasted his HOH.
That's exactly what I thought, and I felt like it was just sad. I just felt that we were not on the same page, and it's from then that I understood that I'm not trying to convince people. I'm not trying to convince one to do something. I just thought that if Emily was here and it was very HOH, you guys would have talked, and you guys would have,
I would have took what she said.
Exactly.
Every move I made in this house was, and I considered her opinion.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just felt like, and I'm not trying to throw William under the bus, I'm just trying to tell you, what happened, really, because I love him, and legit, if it was you and him, I would choose him. You understand what I mean? I love him. But this is my truth. I was not him because I was like, I don't understand how it's your HOH and we can't even share, how we think about things. And I didn't want you guys to be on the blog. And I got the same answer a lot of times. He was like, well, it's my HOH. And I was just like, well, I thought you were my number one. That's just...
And honestly, this nomination that I made today this was what would have, Emily, we would have talked about it, and this is what we would have done.
Yeah, that's perfect, because I felt like that's not, and I love Dillon, but I feel like we're not necessarily on the same page, and also, I felt like, anyways, I just felt like we were not on the same page, so I didn't want you guys to be on the block, and what happened is that when I was sure that you, Emily, Bruno, Kevin were working together, and I thought you guys were with Neda as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw you guys talking and all that, and I kind of thought that you guys were together. So whenever Kevin wanted POV and didn't use it...
I was shocked.
No, I'm sorry. Before that, when Bruno came in, we were in the room. So it was Aika, Bruno, Cindy, William, and I. 5 people on this bed. And the noms were already made. And we were like, so they asked William, who is your target? William did say Dillon. This is not a lie. We all knew you were his target. And then Bruno was like, well, he did try to save you. He was like, well, I would prefer Dillon because I have a better hold on Dillon. I have a better grip. I have a better kind of control. We have a better whatever. And I was just like, okay, but Emily would be really hurt if you did that because I think that you guys are together. And he was like, yeah, but me and Dillon's I have a better control over Dillon than I would have
over me?
Yeah, a better grip, let's say. You're better...
able to manipulate? Fuck that.
I don't want to say a word that he didn't say. So he said better grip. He said I have a better grip over Dillon. In all honesty, Dillon, it does mean that he can influence you better than he would be able to influence Emily. That's what he was telling. And I was just like, oh, really? And I was thinking, but I didn't want to tell Emily. I didn't want to tell Aika and all that I wasn't with him. And when he said that, I was like, okay, so he's definitely working with them, and he definitely wants to keep dealing with Emily. We all knew that. So then POV came, and I was like, okay, one of them is going to pull themselves off, or Kevin's going to win POV, and he's going to save one of you guys. And when he didn't, I was like, okay, you guys were at the bottom of the freaking alliance that you guys have, or whatever. And I couldn't believe that he didn't try to win
anything.
Well, he didn't try.
He tried so hard to win it.
Yeah. And I was just like, I understand there was a 10K brick, but at the same time, in this game, I feel like you want to show your loyalty to your alliance, and I felt like he didn't do that.
Not a bit. That's why I don't have trust for either one of them.
But that's the thing, and I I was like, and I know that he wasn't close with Bruno. So I
they're
know that...
They're number ones.
That's the thing.
They'll go to final 2 if they can.
I felt like it, but I couldn't say anything because I don't know how these people feel, and sometimes I don't want to talk because I just don't want to, like, put myself into a target or whatever. And I just felt like it didn't make sense that he would try so hard for the POV and not pull you guys up. And then he said it's because we were going to put Bruno. In all honesty, Dillon, I was trying to backdoor Bruno. That's the truth.
That's okay.
And I told William, can you please... So Emily told me first that Kevin was playing William. Which in my heart, I kind of felt like Kevin was losing it a little bit.
Game.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I know there's a part of him that maybe genuinely likes him, but there's another part that is doing it for the game.
To win the game more.
Yeah. And that's when I was telling you, like, I can't offer what Kevin is offering. Is like, I'm not going to play like that just to get things. Like, I'm not that kind of person. Yeah. So, and I don't respect that. I don't care if he's playing or not, whatever. But when Emily told me that, I went back to William and I told him, William, listen, this was the night before the POV ceremony. I said, William, listen, you have to convince Kevin to use the POV on Dillon or Emily. I don't care, but we're going to put the replacement. We're going to tell Kevin that the replacement will be Jackie. I told that to Ika and William, sorry. Mm-hmm. We're going to tell Kevin that the replacement is Jackie, and then we're going to backdoor Bruno. I said it to Ika and William. Those are the only 2 people that I said it to. And William was like, are you sure? And I was like, listen, you have to do it. Like, this is an opportunity that we have. You're going to see if Kevin actually trusts you or if he actually likes you, if he respects whatever you want to do. Right. Because Kevin told William... That was what he was saying. Kevin told William, I'm going to respect whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and that's what he kept saying. If William didn't want to use it.
But that's the thing. And then, I don't think William would lie to me. I wouldn't lie to William. I don't think he would lie to me. William did whatever magic he did, and the next morning of the POV, William came to me and he told me, Dre, I think it worked. Kevin's going to use the POV. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yes. Yesterday when I was talking to him, he was so excited about saving Dillon. He was jumping up and down. He's like, yes, I'm going to use it and all that. And I was like, okay, good. We just have to make sure that Kevin doesn't pick with Bruno because I know that they're tied, and maybe Bruno's going to convince him not to use it or something. And I don't know what happened.
That's what was happening.
But I do feel like Bruno convinced him because he didn't use the POV, and then he told everyone it's because William didn't want to, and that's not the truth.
I know that.
The truth is William told him to use it, and I wanted William to put Bruno as a replacement afterwards, and I told everyone we would do that. We would buy the Jackie.
Who talked him out of it.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I know it was.
And I just didn't feel like... I think that just opened my eyes in the sense that...
Bruno and Netta, but who talked him out of it, but...
Yeah, I think Netta felt as well that maybe Bruno was going to be backdoored. I think Bruno felt that he was going to be backdoored. Anyways, I don't know what happened, but that didn't work. And I was like, okay, like, it sucked. I really tried because I didn't want any of
you did try. I was so excited that night.
I tried so hard, and Ika was there too, and she was trying, and we were all trying, but it just didn't work. Anyways, so that's the first moment that my eyes were open, and I was like, whatever alliance you guys had, you were at the bottom because the way that they were just not even willing to save you guys, I was just like, okay, they're loyal, but to each other, not to anybody outside the alliance. That's number one. Number two thing that I was going to say, because I have 3 things to say. Number 2 is that I did talk to Bruno, and I was like, Bruno was like, okay, we're going to be honest with each other. I was like, okay, listen, this is a game. It's hard to be like, I can't trust you, and I know you don't trust me. So, and I told Bruno, I observe a lot, and I read a lot. Like, I can see when people are lying. I feel like I can see when people are lying. And I was like, Bruno, if you're going to lie to me, don't tell me anything. And he's like, okay. And I said, did you ever refer to William and I as a French connection, and were you going after us? And he's like, well, not really. And I was like, Bruno, come on. And he's like, well, I said that when everybody was saying that in the beginning. I'm like, okay, fine. Were you ever in an alliance with Dillon, Emily, and all that? And he told me, no, I wasn't. And I was like, you were not in an alliance? He's like, well, and I'm like, Bruno, like, were you or were you not? He's like, listen, this is the thing. Are we good? Like, you're going to keep me safe? I keep you safe. And I say, Bruno, you can't tell that to everyone. You're going to keep me safe. I keep you safe. That means that you're never going to try to win. To everyone. You're never going to try to win HOH. You're always going to just assume that not assume, but you're always going to be safe because you tell everyone that you're going to be safe. Yeah. And Bruno's like, well, this is the thing, like, this is how it needs to work. I've been honest with you, and I know you've been honest with me, and I was like, okay, this is not, it's not going anywhere, whatever. And he's like, I will keep William and you safe. And I was like, Bruno, you know what, like, whatever. No. Like, the conversation ended. I think someone came in the room and the conversation ended, but from that moment, I felt like he lied to me because I knew that you guys had an alliance. I could see it, and the fact that he said, no, I didn't, I just felt distrust even more than whatever. Dre.